So we'll start with usual process where somebody comes to the mint page and they have to turn in 2 tokens in order to create iBurn. Now, the slight difference here, which is one of the more interesting experiments that we will talk about, is the option of a user to use either the ICOSA that's native on PulseChain or the ICOSA or the ICOSA from Ethereum, which is just a wrap token, right? A representation of the token that's locked in the bridge on the Ethereum side. So you're able to choose either one along with the PLS protocol fee. So the way it's set right now, and I don't foresee this changing, it's 1,500 PLS per ICOSA. And if you look at the price chart of ICOSA in terms of wrapped PLS, you will see that the native token is around 1,300 currently, 1,300 PLS per ICOSA, but it was at 1,500 not that long ago. It's not far from it. And the wrapped version is currently at 758. So if you're looking at, okay, what is this going to do to these 2 tokens, and why would we offer, both these tokens to be available in the first place? Well, the reason is twofold. One, we have yet to see, other than like actual stable coins, we have yet to see 2 tokens actually pegged together in price on PulseChain. At least I'm not aware of any. Are you aware of any, Max? Where the copy version is the same price on both chains?
I mean, I think what the common answer is, Hex is the closest thing that got there, right?
Right. It got close there, right? Or it kind of went through.
Right. Actually, I think it did go over to the other side for a second and come back, but no, other than that.
So this is a method, since this minting process is unlimited and will go on forever. This might actually have a really good chance of pegging these prices together. So that's one experiment. We want to see if it's actually possible to incentivize the marketplace to peg these prices together. The second reason is if we can get the ICOSA from Ethereum to pump, that we might actually be able to start kickstarting the Hedron ICOSA system, which, if we talk about just for a second, Hedron ICOSA, and where the first kind of arbitrage ceiling existed that I'm aware of, is when, Alex from Hedron ICOSA launched ICOSA, which is a protocol that allows you to turn in a HSI or a hex wrap stake and immediately receive ICOSA that's minted out of thin air for you, right, for turning in for the protocol. And to maximize the amount of ICOSA you get for your hex stake, you want to do a Quattro Cinco, because the longer you stake it, the more T shares you get, or B shares in those terms. And also there's a nice little 10% bonus, right? If it's a Quattro Cinco stake. So essentially what it does is every time ICOSA runs, hard because people want to speculate on the price, and it exceeds that, hex ICOSA ratio or that ceiling, then it incentivizes arbitragers to come in, buy hex, stake a Quattro Cinco, sell it to the protocol for ICOSA, and the ICOSA they received is worth more than the value of hex that they had to put in. So that is a nice little feature that essentially takes hex off the open market and stakes it out 5,555 days, which is net positive for the hex ecosystem, right? So that's the other reason I wanted to use that option of picking either one of the ICOSAs. All right, so let's follow down the train. Let's get through this so we could so Larry can add some more commentary and we can get some more questions asked. Okay, so now the ICOSA. What do we do with the ICOSA? Well, same thing with as what we did with GIF. So whether it's local, and I do realize that the ICOSA that is native could be deleted, right? We could actually burn that, but I kind of chose against it. I don't see the reason to do it, right? Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. And if there's not a good reason to do it, then just keep going with what's working, what's best for the protocol. So no matter which one comes in, 100% of that goes to the debt address. Okay, so now we're going to be attempting to make ICOSA deflationary, both of them, because as we know, the reason why the staking on the ICOSA platform, whether you're staking ICOSA or whether you're staking Hedron, the reason why there's no more yield over there really is because the bootstrap that was originally laid down at the launch, which is where a bunch of Hedron was burned and there was ICOSA sent out for yield, and it's all spread out over 360 days. And it was literally called a bootstrap for a reason, right? It's just to get things started, and there should be no expectation of any more coming. So that's what made the APR so high. So now that that's done, and there's not really any more yield, and the only yield that could really come out is if you get the auctions going again, right? Mm-hmm. Then that means that the majority of the ICOSA that will ever come into existence is pretty much already there. So now if we can kickstart some sort of burning protocol, we might have a really good chance of making both of these tokens deflationary, which is just good. I mean, it's bullish. It's bullish for price performance. It's bullish for speculation. It's bullish for everything.